Hello and welcome guys to part 3 of our tutorials on CatiaV5. In this episode what we're going to be covering is modelling an ice cube tray similar to what you see on the screen here. And we're going to be using pattern and mirror methods. Now Catia allows you to define 3 types of patterns: rectangular, circular and user patterns. These features accelerate the creation process. So say if you've got one object, half of an object that you've built, you can then replicate that using symmetry into another part of that object. So let's get straight to it. I'm just going to minimize this and we're going to go to File, New. We're going to create a new product. And we're just going to click on Product, go to Start, Mechanical Design, Part Design. Now you can label these if you want, say ice cube tray part and product as ice cube tray, but we're not going to. We're then going to expand this part tree and we're going to click on the XY plane and we're going to go into sketch mode. We are then going to use the rectangle tool and we're just going to create a part that is 50 by 50. We are then just going to constrain them very quickly. Always good to get into the habit of constraining everything you do. Like so. And there we go. As you can see, they're all 50, 100 by 100 overall. And we're just going to exit the workbench. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pad this, and we're going to pad it 30 mils upwards. Click enter and you should come out with this. Now from here we can use 2 different options. We could use the pocket option or we can use the shell tool. Both of these do relatively the same things. Shell tool is normally used when you've got a basic object such as this square, and pocket tool is used when you've got, say, a curve, or you want, say, this to be less of a pocket than, say, this side. Both of them do the exact same thing, but in this instance we are going to use the shell tool. So we're just going to click on this side, make sure it goes purple, and we're going to do it to 5 mil. Click OK. So as you can see, it's now shelled everything with 5 mil gap. So it's 5 mils between here and here, 5 mils between here and here, and so on around the object, including the depth. There is a depth of 25 between here and here. So what we're going to do after that? Well, we're going to round up these objects. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the edge fillet tool. We're just going to select all of them and the edges as well along here. And we're just going to pad them to, let's say, 5 mil. Click OK, and you should have something that looks similar to this. So we've got our basic shape of one ice cube tray. Now this is obviously just for one ice cube. Well, what if we want loads of ice cubes? Well, the first tool we're going to use is the mirror tool. So we're just going to click on the mirror tool and we're going to select a surface that we want to mirror. In this case it's this surface, and as you can see it'll come up with the wireframe, and just click OK. Next, if we want to duplicate that again, we click on the mirror tool again, select the surface, and it's replicated it twice because it's mirroring the 2 ice holders. So we've now got 4. And let's do it one more time. So we just click on the surface, and there we go, we've got an 8 ice cube tray holder. Now another way, or another method we can use, if we just go back, is if we go to Insert, Transformation Features, Circular Pattern, we are going to set the parameter to Complete Crown. We're going to have 4 instances, and the reference direction we are going to have as an edge. So as you can see there, it's come up with 3 different wireframe surfaces, and we're just going to click OK. So this is just another way of mirroring. We're then just going to use the mirror definition tool, and we're going to select a surface. It can be this surface or it can be that surface. It will always mirror what's on the other side of that surface. And we're just going to click OK. Now we're just going to straighten up some of these edges. So we're just going to click on the edge fillet, select this whole surface here, and we're going to do it to 1 mil. And there you go. We have slightly put a curve on these as well. Now we're just going to go to the underside of our ice cube tray, and we're just going to click on the surface there, and we're going to use the shell tool again. We're going to select 2 mil and just click OK. And there you have it, guys. We have now created our ice cube tray holder. So I hope you learnt a lot from this using the mirror tool and obviously the circular pattern tool. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for the next episode. If you haven't watched the previous episodes, I recommend you do so, just to get a basic understanding if you missed any of them. Thanks guys, I'll see you for the next episode.